Hi guitarlings, Gray at Hub Guitar here. Today I wanted to show you the Thalia Capo, which sells online as of this video anywhere between I think like $70 and it goes up if you get some of the special limited edition capos. Some of you might have seen those capos and thought, well, do I really need $70 worth of capo? So I thought I'd make this video and try to help you decide for yourself. So unboxing this capo was really nice because it was probably the only capo that I've ever bought that came with, a bunch of accessories, and it came with some stickers and a guitar pick. And one of the coolest things about this capo that I want to get to right away in this video is that it actually comes with interchangeable pads that you can actually click into your capo. So they're really easy to get in there. Unless you're shooting a video for YouTube, then it's kind of hard. But if you're not shooting a video for YouTube, it's really easy to get them in there. See, I can just click that right in there. And the interchangeable pads have different tension amounts. You might have noticed that on some instruments you need more tension on your capo or less. They also come in different contours because the neck of each guitar could have a slightly different curve to it, and they've tried to produce these little pads that help you to solve that problem. In addition to that, they come in both rubber and Teflon, and the Teflon capo is very, very hard, and it doesn't actually pin the string down, so it sort of like holds it down as if almost as if you've got some kind of guitar slide or something on there, so that the string can actually wiggle about underneath the capo, and that can be used to achieve different effects. So already out of the box, it's probably the most customizable capo that I've ever seen. So that's really, really cool, and I'm a big fan of it. I was very pleased to note that it's not just about being a pretty capo, but it also has some functionality that you don't see in other capos. Other than that, it is your standard spring action kind of capo. So you push down here to open it up, and then you can easily clamp it onto your guitar. Now, because you've got a custom pad installed on the capo, you can get the ideal tension for each guitar, or at least one hopes, and it's very easy to use. Another great thing about this capo is hands down the most attractive, the most physically beautiful capo that I've ever used. So I'm probably going to use this in a lot of my future videos for Hub Guitar, just because when I'm on camera, I want to look fancy, right? I don't want some boring old guy's capo. This is a really shiny little toy that I like to have on my guitar. So that's probably why you see a lot of these in those YouTube cover videos. I think people get this because it looks pretty attractive on camera. Okay, but how does this capo work? Well, so the first thing you want to do when you get this capo unboxed is check the handy manual to find out which pad is recommended for your guitar. The manual suggested that my guitar, which is a Breedlove, probably has a 16-inch contour for the fretboard, so that's what I started with. So I took that 16-inch pad and I stuck it in my capo, and I used that to test it out. So one way that you can test the effectiveness of a capo is you can get your handy-dandy tuner, get your guitar tuned up to pitch, and then try to see how much does this capo mess around with my tuning. So I'm in tune now, and I'm going to put the capo on, just see if that screws up my tuning. So let's try putting it on at the 5th fret, for example. So if you look at this tuner, you'll see that I'm a very, very small amount sharp. But if I compare that with another capo, I think you'll find that it's not a big difference. And then the A string and all the other strings are actually pretty accurate. Very, very little intonation problem going on with this capo. That's very, very good. If I take that off and I put another capo, just a random spring capo I've got, I'm probably going to find a little bit more of a problem. So look at that. Now I'm definitely more sharp on the 6th string. The other strings look pretty similar. But I do feel like I see more of a difference in terms of how the intonation is affecting this guitar. So that's what I look for when I look at a capo. I want a capo that's basically not going to screw up my tuning when I put it on. And I would say that this is pretty good at helping me to avoid that problem. So that's what I like about it. And I think it's because of the interchangeable pads that we can get that result from that capo. So overall, I have basically every capo that there is. I would say that this is a must-have in my collection because it looks great, it's designed really well. I'd definitely say it's one of the top capos that I've ever used. You may not have $70 worth of capo in your budget. If not, that's okay. You can really get by with any standard spring capo. But if you're looking at this capo because you want something that feels a little bit nicer to use, then I think you will not be displeased. All right, so that's it for my review of the Thalia Capo. I hope you enjoyed it.